So we're doing a tier
Take time.
list
Explain the
on
concept.
yeah, doing that, Joe. We're doing a tier list on what Ben 10 aliens have ears or don't have ears. I'm gonna explain the tiers that rhymes. So has ears is simple. This is when they clearly and visibly have ears. Inner ears, it's for aliens that are based off of some sort of like aquatic creature or reptile. Since they have ear holes or some sort of inner ears, they still count as ears, but they are separate in a way. Antenna is
Comfortable.
when it's obviously just for like bugs, since they also do similar things to what ears do. They also detect vibrations. I think they should be a separate tier. Potentially has ears is when an alien could have ears, but we aren't sure about it because of like they
Not
have something that could
visible.
be blocking it, and you'll see that why later. And then no ears is just when we know for sure they don't have ears. So we're just gonna go in order of when the aliens were introduced. Starts us with Heat Blast. So Heat Blast is very confidently no ears. We see him we see his head extinguished. He does not have.
Yeah,
Yes,
is
he
this?
very much don't have ears.
I'm not seeing any
So
ears.
no
Not
ears.
just let's say distinct lack of ears.
So Wildwood is an interesting one because we don't really know how he hears. We know that he quote unquote sees with like sense with like a different type of.
How do you smell?
So you see like these help him like visualize stuff. We can
Mm.
as well as his scent, his scent also helping him because he is a dog. It's not really clear as if it helps him hear, but it is very possible that it's like his combination of his sense of scent and sense of hearing helps him. I think this makes sense as
That
like
makes sense.
potentially has ears. That's like I think that's like the best tier because like no ears. I feel like it's either inner ear or potentially has ears.
I might have ears.
Yeah, potentially has ears. So next up would be Diamond Head, who we can confidently say does not have
That's
ears.
another rock.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't have anything that would be blocking his ears. His face is fully on display, so no ears. Accelerate is a
That's a rock.
potentially has ears because it is confirmed that like this on his head he does have a helmet. As you can see here, it is like a visor. It does go down. So, like, it's possible that he has ears under them that we can't see. So, he. It is also important to note he's Velociraptor based. That's where some of his design inspiration comes from. And like, do do dinosaurs have?
They're reptiles. They
Yeah,
have ear holes.
yeah. So I guess just potentially has ears, or well, it might be inner ears because like I guess we just don't know how
But we
much.
don't know for sure.
Yeah, we don't know how much. Okay, what was the next alien revealed? I think it was gray matter. Gray matter is frog based, so he would just have. We can
Frogs have like
assume.
these little like circle things on the side that look like ears.
Yeah, so they have this, which helps them sense just like how like an antenna would, or like a bug, or how
Ears.
ears would for humans. So we're gonna put him in the inner ears tier because that would just makes the most sense. I think next would be Stinkfly, who I think is also
Don't
another.
deserve their own tier.
I think he's another doesn't has no ears. Stinkfly.
Oh, is he even antenna?
Oh, he does have. Okay, this is interesting. He has antenna in his reboot design. but not his original series design
Right.
or his original continuity design. Even if his OV design, he just has these
Back
eyes.
alien.
Since this is the original continuity, this is the Omniverse design, so I think no, well, I guess potentially has ears since it's dependent on the incarnation. Forearms is again he has no visible ears, so I mean there's not like a specific animal he's based off on. He's just a strong guy, so I think we can confidently
Forearms.
put him in the no ears tier. I did forget the order that aliens were introduced, so I think it was Ghost Freak next. Ghost Freak, I think, is just no ears. He's just a ghost.
Do
Freak.
ghosts have ears?
I mean, we can't quantify that. We don't know what ghosts are like, if they even if they are real. So I think, I mean,
If he possesses somebody, does that count as having ears?
ooh, I would say no, because we're not going off of we're going off of the alien itself. You know, we're not going off of although I guess that's
I see.
because this is the scare. This isn't Ghost Freak. Basically, that's how I see it.
But this is Ghost Freak with ears.
Yeah, but this is the scare who's technically separate from Ghost. Well, I mean, he's Ghost Freak, but he's not the transformation Ghost Freak. When you really think about it.
I'm thinking about it.
So I think the no ears tier. Well, because Ben could possess someone, and that's still Ghost Freak. So I guess potentially as ears,
And then he would have ears.
but it's also the alien itself
He
doesn't
could have ears if he felt like it.
He has the potential to have ears. I'm just gonna assume.
Mm.
I think potentially has ears makes the most sense. I mean, Ripjaw is obviously fish based. Ripjaws. And fish. What the do?
Inner ear.
Yeah, they have inner ears, just like reptile. So inner ears. Now, upgrade is interesting since it's just a bunch of nanites or nano machines. It's an artificial being. It's basically a machine. It doesn't really need ears. Unless it does not have them. So that is the whole OG10. I think next is Cannonball, who we know for a fact does not have ears. I mean, yeah, there's nothing that would be obstructing them. I doubt his shell would be obstructing them, so I think the no ears tier makes the most sense. Wild Vine. I mean, the thing is, plants do have ways to detect stuff, right?
I feel like that's so far removed from ears.
I mean, yeah, but they do. Can plants sense vibration?
It's not an ear. It's not an inner ear. It's not an antenna.
Do we make another tier?
I think at that point you're stretching the definition of ear.
Plants can sense and react to vibrations. It does say not by hearing. But I feel like antennas have their own category because they do the same thing. They detect vibrations.
Right, but how many plants are there and how many bugs are there? And Ben 10.
how many plants? I mean, there's wild vine, swamp fire. Shoot, I mean that really is it. I mean, for bugs, yeah, I think they're. It actually might be. Well, I mean, you're a fairy. That is different from bug. Oh well, beetle. Yeah, that's a bug. Cause he's a beetle. I guess so. I guess no ears for wildvine. I didn't even.
Eight plants.
Yeah, I mean, he also just doesn't have
Let
visible
me eat your
ears.
brains.
He just has no visible ears
Let me
either.
eat
So
your brains.
no ears is what we determine. I mean, I guess the thing is, like, Spitter is an interesting case because, like, we don't really see him have ears. But like
Reptilian.
I don't really think that these are inner ears either, like the frog, like that frogs have. But he does feel lizard-like, you know. You know, obviously lizards being reptile.
Definitely.
So I think inner ears is the one that makes the most sense because he just looks reptile like. So inner ears.
Or
Now,
racially profile him.
yeah. I mean, Buzzshock is just a living battery. So I mean, I would doubt it. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have visible ears. You could like argue that it like maybe uses electricity to send stuff, whatever. But like it's like if plants don't count,
That's not an ear.
then like Buzzshock definitely doesn't count. Arctic iguana, obviously an iguana. So inner ears. The Inertrio. So Snarebo, I feel like is a potentially has ears because I feel like there is possibly ears under this like I don't know what the word for this is. What this is like called, but there could be ears under it, just like how the Accelerate has its helmet. Although this is probably his
That
face.
makes sense.
I think
Well,
potentially.
then, why are there eyes under the face?
I mean, like, we don't really know what conventions this
Underneath?
species follow because there are these here, which are eyes. They're not in the original series, but you know, I think it is like it's just an alien. It's not gonna follow the same.
There's
rules
the
that we do.
potential for something to be hidden there.
Yeah, so I think this is potentially has ears. Now, Frankenstrike is interesting because in its Omniverse design, he has visible ears. You can just see
Little
him.
cute ones.
God damn, fucking Phantom. Okay. As we can see, he has ears, but his original series design, well, they could just be hidden under his hair. His hair was not as long. It's cut in an omniverse. So I think this is our first confidently has ears.
You think he's an ear supremacist?
Yeah, he's an ear supremacist, and plus this is his omniverse design. So that being said, Blitzwolfer for sure. Wolf is easier to spell. Has ears in his original series design and his omniverse design.
Big old ears.
We could even put him above. Upchuck is interesting because depending on his design, whether it's Merc or Perk, he does have more lizard-like qualities. Like this looks more like a lizard than this, but I feel like they're both
Does
lizard
have
based.
gills there though, so there's the amphibian.
Yeah, I think this is confidently, um, confidently inner ears. Ditto is interesting because there's nothing that could be like hiding his ears. I guess you could say that these help, but those aren't implied to help
Those
do
kind
anything
of
in the
look like
show.
ears.
I mean, I don't think they're ever implied to be ears in the show, in neither Omniverse or original series. So I don't think we should maybe I think potentially has ears because it's possible that they do help him sense in some way. But that is purely speculation, but that's why it's potentially. So I think he fits there.
The potential to have ears.
Yeah. If potential ears. I guess way big before. I
I
mean,
hear, therefore I ear.
way big. Way big doesn't have ears. I mean, he
So
literally.
we did get into this discussion.
So the thing is,
Way big is like Ultraman.
he does have like a metallic. He has like metallic parts to him, but it's not like a helmet that Accelerate has. And like not a full on
This
helmet.
is body.
It's just part of his body. Even though like the Kino Accelerant's helmets are just biologically a part of them, it's not like
It is an actual helmet.
yeah, it's a full on helmet while it's only part of his head that's forming a like horn. I don't really know if that's the best word for it. And plus, there's nothing that would be
Yeah.
covering his ears. It's also important to note they do put in the effort to give him an extra set of eyes, except in UAF for some reason. Yeah, as you can see, it's like the best way to. Yeah, I mean, right here we can see has these are supposed to be like a second set of eyes that are looking downward. I feel like the fact that they put in the effort to give him a second set of ears, but not a second set of, but not like one set of ears, makes me think that he just straight up does not have ears. Now, Eye Guy is interesting because we did see someone who did a simplified version of this and just compiled what Ben 10 aliens have visual ears, and they did consider Eye Guy as visual ears. I'm assuming they meant these. This is a
Like
thing.
bat ears.
Yeah, that's true. Like I think this is just has ears because they do just look like how
The fleshy inside bits.
yeah they just how like certain mammals have them. So I think has ears. It makes the most sense for it. Now Swampfire is just a plant. I think even in its blossomed form, it's like very clearly not having ears. Swampfire. Yeah, like that's not ears. That's not ears.
It was a whole flower.
Rose a whole flower, but no ears. So no ears. Echo Echo is an
Nasty,
interesting one
dastardly aliens with ears.
because he does have like headphone like I don't know what you call them
Appendages.
appendages. Yeah, on his head. They don't work. They don't.
There,
They connect
maybe
to his
there's
back.
ears underneath it, or maybe they
Yeah,
function as ears.
yeah. They connect to his back, and like the way Echo Echo works, or the way he's been like conceptualized, was that he was like a bunch of sound waves in a silicon suit. Now, it's not really clear on whether it's like if that made it to his final idea because he does seem to be more biological in certain episodes. So I think it is the safest is just put him in potentially has ears because we don't really know because those could be ears. They could work like ears. They could be ears under them. I think it's safe to say,
It's safer for them that there's no ears.
yeah. I think, yeah, potentially has ears because we can't confidently say if he does or doesn't. Now, Humongosaur is a dinosaur reptile, which would mean that he has inner ears.
Also very cute.
Humanoid too, yeah. So inner ears category you go. Jet Ray is interesting because he's like very manta ray inspired,
Right.
and with
But he's also like a little devil.
yeah, and manta rays are they're amphibians. They have inner ears. That being said, you could argue that these are antennae.
Mm, right. They're also little devil horns.
I mean, like even then, I feel like even his Omniverse design, it doesn't show up in the show, but it does have like it is more horn-like than antenna-like. I think really inner ear or antenna is
He's not.
fine, but I think inner ear makes more sense because he's not really like bug-like outside of that.
He's not really a fish creature either, though.
Well, yeah, but like I think his design. I'm pretty sure his design inspiration comes from that. Because even then, you can see that he had. It's more obvious on his
Are stingrays fish?
our stingrays. I mean, they're or stingrays fish. They are a type of fish. And plus, we can see that he has what we can assume are gills, and it's also said that he flies faster in water.
Mm. No, I'm ready for to press the inner earbuds.
Yeah. Survey says inner ears. Now we have Big Chill is what started this whole like debate because and he's one that we're like still not sure on because on one hand he's very moth-like. That's where a lot of his design comes from. So you think that he'd have antenna,
Is his little
and when his hood here
antenna
unfolds,
things?
they look like antenna, and it's especially more obvious on the baby designs. They look even more like
They do.
antenna.
They look like exactly like moth antenna.
Exactly. So I think it is safe to say that he has antenna. Because again, moth like, he has what looks to be antenna. I think
Yeah. Especially moth antenna. Like,
inner ears is official. Well, not inner ears, antenna. Is he our
what?
first?
No, it's antenna.
Yeah, I don't know why I said inner ears. Is he our first inner ears alien? I mean antenna alien. Because we don't see antenna
I
on.
thought we had one before.
Oh yeah, well Stinkfly was potentially because his reboot design has antenna, but not any of his other designs. But like we haven't gone through any other bug aliens yet. And amphibian might. I mean not
Yeah, yeah.
amphibian, Jedi. Now chromosome, rock alien. Always that
What?
fear of typing chromosome and typing chromosome instead, but we don't really see anything that would be ears.
That's a good rock.
So no ears is what I'm
I don't
saying.
think rocks have ears.
I don't. I don't think they do. Now, Brainstorm is one that I am a little bit confused on. Because if we look up Brainstorm, I mean, we know. Well, yeah, sure. Brainstorm Ben 10. He doesn't have visual ears. Even when he opens up his brain, no visual ears. And
Kind of a crab.
now crabs don't have ears. That being said, they sense vibrations with sensory hairs. Well,
But that's also just kind of a common thing in animals in general.
this says that they do have an inner ear, but that is an Instagram link. Crab Museum. This is a source I trust. This is a museum of crabs. Hairs connected to nerves, which link to the central nervous system. Only joking, they don't really have them.
So not ears.
So this is don't really have ears. Instead of ears like us,
They have hairs.
use of thousands of microcells. Okay, so I mean, like other mammals also do that, and it's not like antenna, where it's like exclusive to certain animals. So, no ears.
Bro, no ears. That's to be crab.
Spider monkey is interesting because in
It's a monkey. Monkeys have ears.
Visually, he doesn't have ears. Neither. Oh, whoops. Visually, no ears. Not in his
Right.
UEF design, not in his Omniverse design. But Simeon, not in his UEF design, but in his Omniverse design, does have ears. So it's safe to say that
potentially
arachnochimps have ears.
there could potentially be ears hidden underneath that air.
I feel like this is enough evidence to say has ears because we don't see any other arachnochimps in Omniverse. We only see Simeon.
They have ears.
Yeah, I mean, we see other arachnochimps in UAF, but they didn't have them. So I think this is. But also, we did play not Spider Monkey, Stinkfly, and potentially has ears because depending on the variant, it does.
Yeah. So I think it's valid to put it there.
And yeah. I guess you could also say that's just how they style their hair. Because obviously, with people, you can style your hair to where your hair would block your ears. But I think. I feel like that's just the fact that we don't see them. But also, there's not enough evidence to say that he doesn't. I think.
Yeah.
It's just they kind of went back and forth on what they wanted for the arachnochimps because I feel like we kind of see something similar to Stinkfly where they go back and forth on whether they want. Well, not go back and forth because the original Stinkfly doesn't have pupils in his eyes, but anytime we see another in the original series, he doesn't. But anytime we see a why can't I think of his alien name? Every time we see someone of his species, they do, and his Omniverse design also does. So it's possible that they just didn't really make up their mind on what they wanted at first. But I think potentially has ears makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Goop, I mean, obviously,
yeah.
No.
So what's inside of the little UFO?
I mean, it's just because it's just like a liquid. If it doesn't have that projector, it's a gravity projector. If it doesn't have it, it'll just fall down. It's just to keep it straight, or not keep it straight, but keep it.
You can shapeshift.
It can shapeshift, so I guess it could give like the shape of an ear, but they aren't ears. Like it's not. Like it's just a device. It's not like it helps it do anything except it helps with gravity. It doesn't help it hear or anything. It can hear outside of it. So I think no ears make sense because there's nothing to, again, nothing to say that it does.
Alien.
Alien X. So I don't think that, even since the personalities are just like, they're just masks. So they
They're
also
just
don't
masks. They
have
don't have
ears.
ears.
And obviously visually, Alien X doesn't have ears. They can't still hear, but like they're above, like their anatomy probably doesn't matter.
They could restart the universe, but they can't have ears.
Well, there's like, there's like precautions for that, there's rules. You could argue, since Ben is a
Against having ears?
personality, I mean, there's plenty of rules. I mean, to give themselves ears, they'd have to change their design, which they could canonically do. They That's like the canonical reason for
Is,
our cell changes.
is having ears against the rules?
Well, to make changes, make major changes like that, it is against the rules with to do it without like
Wait, is this
clearance.
why most aliens don't have ears?
Hold on, because it's like, whoa, conspiracy theory, bro. These celestial sapiens, they are stealing our ears. Anyway,
They're jealous. They're jealous. They don't have beautiful ears like we do.
our beautiful ears. Anyway, you could say, since Ben is a personality of
They
Alien X,
they came for my ears. They shot.
we're stepping somewhere, I think. Anyway, you could say, since Ben is a personality is of Alien X and he does have ears, you could say that Alien X has ears, but like, I think that's stretching too far. No ears.
Well, he's on the inside of Alien X and he has ears. Is that an internal ear?
Oh shit. Hmm. I don't.
It makes sense to me.
I mean, it's like Alien X can exist without Ben, because like it's implied that like the personalities are still aware of what's going on even without Ben transforming to Alien X. So I feel like, to say that he has
So he could
ears.
potentially have an inner ear.
Well, I feel like they just
It's the
perceive what's.
potential for an ear because Ben could be part of the Alien X at any time.
Oh yeah, but he's not. Oh, I guess it's only because it sometimes has ears, which I guess potentially has ears
Yeah.
covers.
So it has the potential to have ears.
And like you said, it could just like change its design to have ears, so it is potentially has ears.
W Alien X.
Yeah. Lodestar is like less of an interesting discussion. It doesn't have ears.
Not as simple as it look.
Yeah, it's, you see what you see is what you get. No ears. Wrath, like, is interesting because despite it being, it's a cat based, cats have
Bird.
ears. It doesn't really have ears. You could say that these are ears, but like,
They're like part of its eyes.
yeah, I think that's a stretch. Yeah, they are just part of its eye. Even in its most detailed state, it doesn't have visible ears. But I think
Ow.
it is a mammal based, I should say. So you could argue
Yeah, but
potential.
humans have ears. The humanoids don't have ears.
That's true. That's true. I guess this is just no ears. Nanomech also for sure doesn't have ears. It is, well, hold on. It might because it is half Ben, half nanochip.
Mm.
And like
Let's think about this.
in Alien Swarm, in its first appearance, the way it's like shown to transform is that like it shrinks Ben, and then it builds the nanomech suit around him.
In her ears.
In her years, I think. I think this potentially has ears. Because like Alien Swarm's like canosity, it is technically canon, but it does have issues with its like messing with. I mean, Ben 10 in general has issues with its canon, but Alien Swarm does have some issues. I feel like this is potentially has ears because again, half human, half nanochip. Um, I don't know. I think this is potentially has ears. I'm gonna take this on to see you agreeing. Amphibian. Obviously, it's in her ears. We've already discussed that amphibians have inner ears. Obviously, very aquatic based alien. This is
It's like a jellyfish.
well, yeah, that is true. Do jellyfish have ears?
Dude, I don't think jellyfish have organs.
Have ears? Oh my god. They have no ears.
Dude, they don't really even have physical bodies. Like if you take them out of the water, they evaporate.
Special sync that sort of combine the eye, middle ear, cerebellum, and possibly the nose all in one place. Is that too far to stretch though?
That's not an ear, bro. That's not an ear.
This is no. I mean, I think are jellyfish even amphibians?
No, they're not fish. I'm pretty sure.
So they're not amphibian. I mean, it's also just
Our
like
jelly, I'm pretty sure jellyfish are just their own thing.
I mean, I guess it's a thing of like how Diamond Head's named Diamond Head, but he's not made out of diamonds. Amphibian is called amphibian.
Yeah,
But he's not
jellyfish are just
amphibian.
their own thing.
I'm trying to think if there's like more traits that like separate it from a jellyfish. You could say that it has like traits
So
of
it does
other.
just appear to be made out of water.
Well, he also has electricity.
Does electricity have ears?
Hmm. Need to ponder on that.
It is just kind of elemental. It's not really got a physical body, if you think about it.
I think. I guess it is just like
I don't think there's ears.
this is yeah, and this is no ears. Wow. You're getting demoted. Anyway, NRG, no ears. We see him in and out of his suit, no ears. So, very quick one. He's just
Skinny.
living. He's just living energy or like living radiation. Water hazard. Slightly spelled incorrectly. I think just doesn't have ears. Like he's crab based, which we already discussed. Doesn't have
Crabs
ears.
don't have ears.
And like it's not like there's anything really under that suit. There's nothing to imply that there is. So I think this is just
Just a
no
shell.
ears. Yeah, cause yeah. Now, Armadillo. does have
What's
visible
the
ears.
ears on that bad boy?
Obviously, it's armadillo based.
Little
So,
armadillo ears.
has ears.
Visible and beautiful.
Terraspin, obviously, turtle. So, inner ears.
Turtles have inner ears.
Now, Fast Track is a situation similar to Wrath, where it's cat based, but he doesn't have ears.
I mean, what are those though?
What are the? I mean, it is.
They do appear to be attached to the eyes.
I think it's like because it does have like Wolverine inspiration, or at least that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, no, you're right. That is coming out of the eyes, right? It's not
Yeah.
really got potential to be ears.
It's also just like how like Wrath they were also. So I think even if it's OV design, which like it's not in the show, but so this is no ears.
No ears.
I mean, I think Clockwork just also doesn't have ears. It is a biomechanical being. So
Machine.
yeah, it's basically just a machine. Bro,
I don't think Goop had the little Goop in his ears.
Yeah, so this is no ears.
But it's just flying.
Chameleon. Whoops. Chameleon.
It's
being
chameleons.
A chameleon.
Chameleons have ears on the inside.
Yeah, bro also has inner ears. Wow. Beetle. I mean,
Shout out reptiles.
yeah, shadow reptiles. Shadow.
And birds. Birds have inner ears.
Ooh. This is the safest when the president is on. I mean, Beetle is obviously
That's an
beetle
antenna.
based. Do beetles have antennas?
How do beetles hear?
Yeah, I guess I should just look up that. How do beetles hear? What?
Tympanal organs or ears that function similarly to human ears. They have ears?
So is this
Beetles have ears?
a thinned are typical of other, in fact, in that they okay, so it seems like that they just have them. Okay, so
it's like connected to underneath their wings.
Okay, I guess it's just despite being insects, they have inner ears. Although
they have ears.
Auditory structure of the beetle are typical of other insect ears in that they have a thin. I guess it's just the fact that they have a similar way of like, but like the way of delivering
have bugs
them.
had ears this whole time?
I think it's the way of like delivering that sound, because it's not like they have ears that like the same way of like inner ears or human ears or like other mammal ears.
Oh, wait.
But it's like their antenna.
I've just searched it up. Hold on. I just gained info we didn't have before. Many bugs have ears, but they are not like human ears and can be found in various places on their body.
We might need to reorder these then.
Well, I feel like we put most of the bugs in antenna anyway.
I mean, it's just Big Chill, as it stands.
What other bugs have we done?
Stinkfly, which we put in potentially has ears, which I think makes sense.
What kind of animal is it?
I don't think it really. I think
is
it's
it just a fly?
Like general, yeah, just like a fly.
Where do flies have their ears?
No, that's not what I wanted to look at.
Okay, flies. Wait.
They what?
Flies don't have ears.
Okay, so
flies don't have ears.
I mean, we also put it in there because Reboot Big Reboot Syncwise has antenna.
Flies don't have ears; they just use their antenna. But beetles have ears.
So this is this a regular has ear? Well, because it doesn't have antenna. I feel like it's closer to inner ears though.
All right, let's look at the design. Let's look at the design.
Yeah, yeah.
Can we spot the beetle ears?
I mean the
What do
Omniverse
beetle
design,
ears look like?
and the Omniverse design is more beetle-like, so I think it's the one that we should look at.
Because apparently they've just got them
They just
underneath where their wings would be. This is shocking news.
yeah. This is actually like bro, really?
I mean, I guess I should have figured that insects have ears because, like, it's not like they all have antenna.
6 to 7 abdominal segments. Wow. Mm-mm. Okay.
This is life-changing information.
I guess if it's just that they have them like, cause it does. There was one like a chart that said that certain bugs just have like ears basically all over their body. So I think this is just has ears.
See, I guess he has ears. This is upsetting.
This is upsettingly. This is interestingly upsetting. Anyway, jury rig it is.
Oh wait,
Oh,
hold on. Do moths have ears?
Do you want? We didn't check that. Do
Because we could potentially upgrade Big Jill.
moths have ears?
A pair of eardrum-like structures on the thorax.
Eardrum like. Yes, mini moths have ears.
Like underneath the wings.
These ears help them detect. Oh,
Yeah.
so is this?
They have little ears under their wings.
A pair of eardrum-like structure. Oh my god. Big Chill is in the has ears tier.
He's balling. Oh my god.
This is turned out to be a lot more interesting than I thought it would be.
This was an important question.
Dude, I'm so glad that beetles don't have like clear antennas, because like that put us down that. Now we can. Okay, so I think we can move on to jury rig now, which
Yeah.
very much has ears. Both Omniverse
Little
and
devil ears.
both Omniverse and UAF. Blood has ears.
Like a goblin.
Shock Squash, I think, doesn't have like visual ears. Shock Squash. Yeah.
You could spell this, but you can't spell potentially.
Well, I mean, I did spell it incorrectly. I mean, I could spell Shock Squash, but no, I cannot spell it potentially. Anyway, I don't think Bro has ears. He doesn't. I mean, it's like Sasquatches aren't. It is like a mythological creature.
What is it? What, does he not have ears?
I mean, no visible ears. Neither of it's very different designs.
What if it's like the spider monkey thing? Where it has ears underneath all that hair.
I mean, like, I feel like you could kind of argue that for its Heroes United design, but like for its OV design, I just don't think it's that likely because it doesn't seem to have. It's not like a over coat of hair like it is with uh
It is.
well, I mean, yeah. We also have to consider they're also Yeti based because like the original name was going to be the Electricity Yeti. Like I think potentially has ears is the best option, especially for the Heroes United design.
Yeah.
I mean, feedback doesn't really have ears.
Feedback is not really
There's not like a specific creature.
organic.
Yeah, it's not a specific creature that it's based off of. It's just plugs. So yeah, you're going into the no ears, bro.
Not even electrical antenna.
Bro doesn't have. I mean, I guess he has like antenna, but they're not for sensing. What was next? I already forgot.
They're like earphone jacks.
Blocks. I mean, I think blocks is also just not ears.
Wow. It's made out of blocks.
It's. I mean, like, do Legos have ears?
No, I don't think they do. I think. Wait, what is a Lego character? What does Emmett look like?
I mean, it's not like a Lego. It's not a Lego minifigure. It's a Lego block. It's a bunch of Lego blocks.
Legally distinct. Sorry.
Oh yeah, legally distinct construction blocks.
Hey, Emmett doesn't have ears, and he's the Lego man.
Not that that's relevant because they're legally distinct, of course.
Sorry. I don't know what Emmett backwards is.
Temme. Yeah, Temme doesn't. So I think this is no ears. That being said, Gravitack is also no ears. I mean, it's just a living. It's just a living planet. So planets themselves don't have ears.
Yeah, it's like we said with the past few buys. Skies. Rock no have ears.
Yeah, there's something we're on to another bug. Crash Hopper. Obviously, it's based off of a grasshopper. Antenna? I mean, it's not like really. This isn't really like an antenna.
Do grasshoppers have ears? Oh my god. Because apparently you can have antennas and ears at the same time. Thank you very much, moths.
Jeez, they just greedy. Yes, grasshoppers have ears. Oh my god. Well, I mean, I'm now realizing we did put aliens up here that have visible ears. That was really like the criteria. Although we're also taking like their biology into account, so I guess putting them up there makes sense.
We know that they have ears.
Well, it's also just like because
and they're not inner ears. They're just not like our ears.
Yeah, it's also just like the fact that like Wrath, for example, it's cat based, but it doesn't have visible ears like cats do. The fact that these don't have visible ears isn't a point against them, since they also don't have visible ears. And like
if you were to look at a bug, you probably couldn't spot their ears.
Yeah, so I think leaving them up here is fine. But grasshoppers have ears. So.
Wow.
Has ears.
Dude, I swear insects are so greedy.
Yeah.
Insects have special hairs and antenna and ear. You don't need all that.
Wait, what are they trying to sense, bro? I get they're like the smallest animals on the planet, but like they don't need all that. Who are they opping with?
You do not have that many ops.
Yeah, bro. Bug spray is not that scary, bro. I mean, rocket trout, it's fish based. It's got inner ears.
Fisher based.
Yes. Now, pesky dust is interesting because it is a fairy, so it's like it's a mythical creature. Now, it is very
Like
bug-like.
fairies have pretty distinct ears usually.
Yeah, it is bug-like with its like butterfly-like wings. But like, I don't think that's enough to say that it has like antenna, for example.
Fairy.
I think this is enough to say no ears.
I think the butterfly wings is just a thing with fairies, anyways.
Yeah, I think it's enough to say no ears. Now, mustache. Why did I put a space? I guess.
You know, if wings had ears, I would have chicken.
Yeah, but wings, no ears. Now, I think the list that we saw of the compilation of aliens that we saw that have visible ears did include mustache. I think it was counting these as ears. It is important to note that Omniverse doesn't
Those
actually.
do look like ears.
Does Omniverse doesn't like visually have like the inner ear parts? It just has like has them flat. So I think, yeah, I think this is enough to say it has ears.
I mean, I don't know what else they could be.
Yeah, the worst doesn't have ears, bro. This guy's the worst, and this is why. Bro ain't got a single ear. We're so saying. That's the real reason it doesn't have ears, because if it did, it would solo Alien X.
What even is he meant to be?
I think it's just supposed to be like Rock. And Rock don't have
He's
ears.
just the worst.
Say that again. Do chickens have ears?
Yeah, chickens. So chickens are reptiles.
Oh, that makes sense.
All birds are reptiles, which means they have inner ears. Like usually they have visible like holes.
Okay, so this is.
But they do have inner ears.
I mean, this graph makes it seem like. Yeah, okay, that's inner ears. Telpicus potentially has ears to me because we don't see what his inside looks like. Cause I think there's like concept art of
all
it.
Birds are reptiles.
Wait, Telpic Benton. I think. Oh yeah, so like this is like. I think this is just like concept art because we never see what it actually looks like in the show. So I don't know if we can really use this. And plus, with the way people reacting to this in the show, this cannot be it. I think it's also just like we don't know what it actually looks like. I think because I don't think this was like put anywhere officially as like it's as the official answer. I think this was just concept art of what it could have been. A lot of people
only a concept.
A lot of people have theorized that like this gas that gets released is supposed to be like it's like supposed to visualize whatever the worst fear of the person. Like it's supposed to visualize the worst fear of the person it's trying to scare, basically.
The scarecrow.
Yeah. But like it does clearly have eyes, so it's clearly like some sort of like living being in there. And not just like emptiness. I feel like this is a confident potentially has ears. Astrodactyl. Obviously pterodactyl inspired. Thus, now the thing
pterosaurs are reptiles and have
Do these count as antenna?
Ah,
Does it have both? In is it a
mm.
greedy motherfucker where it has inner
Well, no,
ears and
that's
antenna?
kind of, to me, it looks like eyebrows.
That's true. That's true. I think it's
Hold on.
good enough.
I'm gonna read its physical description from the wiki.
Maybe we should have been doing that for a couple of days.
It's absolutely not canon, but
I mean, like with. I mean, there's been things on the wiki that have been adapted into the canon, so
I mean, it doesn't really look like antenna.
yeah, I think we can.
It wouldn't make sense to be antenna.
Yeah, so I think we can, because it's not really bug based. It is like a mix of like bird and dinosaur. Well, I mean, it's just mostly dinosaur. Well, it does have like a lot of like bird sound, make a lot of bird sounds. So I think that this
And you
is,
can even interpret it as feathers.
yeah, I think this is inner ear. I mean, I feel like it's like the same reason as like Kick and Hardcore. Yeah,
Well, like either way, regardless if it's antenna or not, it still has inner ears, which is higher on the tier list.
true. That was intentional. Bullfrag is a frog, so
We all know having confirmed ears is because it's a ear tier list. Having inner ears is more important than having antenna.
yeah. I mean, Bullfrag is a frog, so
And just
inner ears. I mean, we are getting to more like after Bullfrog, we do get to another biomechanical alien. There's nothing to imply that it has ears. That Atomics has ears. I think this is another no ears case. Because it's just like living radiation,
so
like NRG is.
I don't see any potential for ears.
Yeah, I think it's like the same thing as like NRG is just living energy in a suit. And that's basically what Atomics is. So, Atomics is just no ears. And I think the same goes for.
They need to stop making so many aliens. They're just another alien.
I think the same goes for Gut Rot. Well, I mean, they're not making aliens anymore.
Are you sure?
Where is Omni Man? Where is he? Anyway, yeah, Gut Rot doesn't really have ears. It's just. Bro is just gas, or like a gas tank.
Moving on.
Yeah. Let's not delete that too far here. I think this is just no ears. It's basically just supposed to be like
If
a
you're
hazmat
not a
suit.
physical, you have a body.
Just no ears, because like he just makes gas. There's not like a specific animal he's based off of. I don't think. There's like the idea of making gas.
Gas mask.
Gas mat. So I guess maybe he
The
breathes.
idea of making gas.
Does gas have ears? We do have.
Let's see. These are answering truly important questions nobody's ever answered in this community before.
Yeah, I'm just, like we were all wondering this.
Everybody was thinking about it, but nobody was brave enough to tackle the challenge.
Yeah, I'm glad that we were the only ones brave enough.
The only people intelligent enough to answer this question.
Yeah, the only people with enough like bravery and determination.
You know, only somebody of our intelligence level could even think this way.
Yeah. Like, there's a reason why there's only one person who's done it, and they didn't even go in as far into depth as us.
Yeah. We gotta.
I'm gonna assume.
We gotta do like a secret handshake
I'm gonna assume
once we finish.
doesn't have ears. Now, vampire.
But I think that's a solid assumption.
Vampire is interesting because it is obviously vampire based. It does have a bat form.
Right. It's the bat. Does the bat form have bat ears?
Okay.
It doesn't.
Bat form. There we go.
Right. Down. Ooh, wait. Hold on.
Do we not? Get, like,
One of the designs for the bat form does kind of look like it has bat ears.
This is this the only serious look we get at its bat? Well, only look at all. Do we not get just like a regular serious look at it? I think we just have to look at its species, because there is a, although I don't think we see, there's a villain that's the same species, but we don't see it. I don't think we see it in bat form. 10 lats. Wow, I don't think we see like an actual serious look at its bat form. That's crazy. That being said, is it you think it's safe to assume that they have ears?
I mean, bats have ears.
Has a bat form.
Also, if we look at the regular vampire form, it does kind of look like it's wearing a mask.
I mean, I don't think it's like a physical mask. I think that's just how it looks.
Right, but it could be like an exoskeleton. It's like, do you see the way it comes over, like the white part of the face?
Yeah, I mean,
it's definitely more external than that part of the body. So who's to say there's not ears underneath, like with Accelerate?
So you're saying potentially has ears?
I'm saying potentially.
Potential.
It also means we don't have to wonder if Vampire's bat form has ears.
So now we have another bug. Ball weevil.
What kind of bug?
I mean, a weevil, I guess. I guess the question is this an antenna? Because that's probably what it's supposed to be.
Do weevils have antennae? Yes.
So we could end it here, but the question is, do we like consider the reboot aliens?
Wait, do weevils have ears?
It's an important question.
No, they don't.
Let's go! Finally, one full score for the antenna category. I thought that was going to have much more in it. I guess that does just leave...
Yeah, apparently bugs have fucking ears.
Okay, that's not what I was trying to look up.
These greedy little things. And he's like What's even is he on the inside? Is there an inside?
Overflow?
Yeah.
I think it's just, I think. Okay, so originally it was just supposed to be reboot Water Hazard, but then it became separate from that. So I think it's just safe to assume that it's like Water Hazard, where it's not like actually. I think that is just like its regular body.
Well,
That being said, I feel like
that would
it's
make sense.
also just crab based enough to where it's just no ears.
Yeah. I don't make the well, I do make the rules, but crab no ears.
Shock rock no ears. I forgot the
It's
other reboot
made out of
alien.
electricity and rock.
Electricity,
Still got
no ears.
ear.
Rock, no ears. I guess there is Gax. It is a it is a squid. Do squids have ears? Well, they probably have inner ears.
Do
I'm assuming they're inner
squid
ears.
ears.
Oh, they don't.
Do not have external ears, but they have a pair of internal sac-like organs.
Okay, I think that's close enough to say they're inner ears, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So yeah, Gax has inner ears. If we were listing it, if we, I'm listing it. I do.
My completely original new character, Gax.
I think. What else do we have? We have Zurge. Oh yeah, we do have Slapback. I forgot about him. Yeah, I think we really needed another duplicating alien. I think. I don't really know what it is supposed to be. It gives like inflatable vibes. There's nothing that would imply that it has ears though. Nothing about its design, so I think this is no
This is
ears.
just a guy.
Yeah, just a guy that I don't think
Bro
has
does not have
ears.
ears.
Now we have Surge or Surge. One of them's the species, one of them's the not species. Surge is the name. So
Wow.
these don't. It's just an X.
That does look like an ear. That does look like an ear.
The hole.
Personally, that's what my ears look like. No, the X.
The X itself looks like an ear.
That's what my ears look like. I don't know about you, but
Well, I mean, my ears look like three of them.
because this is what normal people's ears look like.
Look up XXX Kendrick Lamar to see what I'm talking about.
What's that?
What's that? What's a Kendrick Lamar? Yeah, I mean, I guess it is just kind of like I haven't watched the Ben 10,010 movie, which is where Surge is from, or a special, not a, or it might have been a special, not a movie, but it needs like a bunch of other Zurges to be like functional, and there is no like physical ear. I mean, if we say that it's an ear, does that mean it has an ear though?
Dude, it's an X. There's no ear.
No. If it isn't, okay, I'm kidding. I mean, yeah. I don't really
Look,
know if it.
we see there's clearly no visible ears, and it's just an X.
Yeah, so no ear. So that means out of the 62 aliens? Well, I think that's just Prime Series aliens. Well, no, is it 61?
Something like that.
Either way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 have ears. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 have inner ears. One has an antenna. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 have potentially have ears. And 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 22, 26 have no ears. And that's
W.
however many with the reboot aliens. We determined Gax has inner ear. I mean, yeah, has inner ears, so that's 14, I think. One more
Yeah.
for no ears because
Wow.
of overflow. Same with 4 more, actually, for no ears. So that's like 20.
Please, Ben. I need this.
So
My species is kind of earless.
yeah, that's W Speed, W Celestial Sapiens, W character designers. Because these
Hey,
aliens.
yo, Ben, I'm in your watch. Why you trying not to laugh? That's disrespectful as hell, bro.
Ben, you don't care about your transformations? It's we've been doing this for over an hour.
This was difficult. We had to ask tough questions.
Yeah.
Like, what's an ear?
I mean,
What's that?
we answered. you can see the pain in his ears. Okay, I think we need to end the video before we devolve even more. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed a peek into our madness.
Wow.
Goodbye. Oh yeah, thanks for like watching or whatever.
Dude, I came up with this crazy messed up version of ears called Street. It's like ear backwards. Or kind of just like a peek into my dark and twisted mind.
I'm gonna